Long-term memory. Long-term memory stores information for you permanently so you can always remember and refer to it.
Why does it matter?
It matters because every day you're constantly taking information out of your long-term memory without even knowing. Without it, you could have an identity crisis.
Okay, what are some key concepts?
A key concept is memory consolidation. And memory consolidation creates short-term memories into long-term. Some triggers that could make your short-term memories into long-term are repeating or recalling information frequently, or sleep can actually consolidate information in your life uncontrollably.
2 categories of long-term memory.
The first one is explicit memory. You're doing this consciously and intentionally, and you're taking information out of your brain, usually formally learned information. The second category is implicit memories, and you're doing this unconsciously and unintentionally, and these memories usually influence our behaviors.
Hey, I don't understand. I need an example.
You two, come on up.
Wait, no. What have I ever done to you? You can't prove that happened.
You ate all my grandma's cookies on October 16th. I just remembered.
There were 2 main theorists of long-term memory, Atkinson and Shiffrin. Both of them got together to study, and guess what they created? The long-term memory model in 1968. Environmental input, so everything goes around you, you touch, you feel, goes to the sensory memory. Sometimes, usually it's forgotten. If you get stuck by a needle, it hurts, right? You're probably gonna forget that pain. Now it goes to short-term memory. Let's say you have to memorize a password, you have to memorize a quiz. You're obviously gonna forget that. You're gonna forget what you learned that day. Then it's forgotten. And then we go to long-term memory. Long-term memory is the best. It holds your childhood memories, all the experiences. Let's say you're trying to remember what day in 2008 you had Thanksgiving last with your cousins. That memory might be forgotten. Sometimes it will come up and it will save your butt. Hermann Ebbinghaus, he was a German psychologist who studied long-term memory and famously made the forgetting curve experiment between 1879 and 1880. His own patient was himself, and he was super into this long-term memory. One thing that he did was he would store about a bunch of information in his mind for maybe once a day, and you would see how well he would memorize it. Fun fact, Hermann Ebbinghaus discovered that usually most sources of information is lost between the first hour, but once it's repeated, you'll memorize it. There are 4 key terms we're gonna focus on long-term memory. So, declarative is when you recall specifically a time and event that took place. So for example, you're gone to Thanksgiving and you're like, oh shoot, when's the last time we had this? It was a year ago. Then there's semantic, which is a general world knowledge, fun facts, fun fact, water comes out of sinks. Then there's non-declarative, which is the unconscious memories that don't need purposeful needs. You just think about them and you're like, why am I thinking about this? Why do I know when this happened? That's so random. Then there's procedural, which is a memory to perform tasks. Let's say you don't exactly know how to work a computer, but you remember maybe 5 months ago, your dad taught you how to use it. Oh, I remember how to use a computer. That's awesome.
A common question is, why do psychologists study it? What helps us understand? It helps us understand the brain mechanisms, enhance memory retention, and understand memory impairment, such as brain injuries, such as concussions, and aging. How does long-term memory show up in everyday teen life? Long-term memory plays a crucial role in the daily lives of teenagers by enabling them to recall past events and retain learned information. It is involved in tasks such as remembering the city they live in, their grandparents' birthdays, and knowing how to ride a bicycle. Long-term memory is essential for completing tasks such as brushing their hair in the morning or making a cup of coffee in the morning. Examples of long-term memory could be the house you lived in when you were a child, or trips or memories of family members from the past.